Note of that didn't make you want to buy this car already, then I'm sure the sheer spec of this example will. So yeah, today I'll be reviewing a 2023 Jaguar F-Type. This is a P450 R-Dynamic all-wheel drive. So obviously this is the phase 3 version of the F-Type where they introduced the P450, and yeah, it's a 5-litre supercharged V8 variant of R, which is the highest trim level, which they did until they stopped making these, sadly, last year. They did have an SVR before, but obviously, yeah. So in terms of this car, this was released for 2020 model year, the phase 3 facelift F-Type, and it was configured with a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder of 300 brake, a P450, which was a 5-litre supercharged, which is this, 450 brake, and then the P575 R, which is the R version of the F-Type with the same engine, slightly up-tuned and more powerful internals. But yeah, obviously very nice. A little bit of insight to the F-Type: it was released originally for 2013 model year, and it replaced the XKR. So the XKR was a predecessor, both offered in coupe and convertible form also. And yeah, this one's a 2023 plate P450, so it's still got quite a bit of warranty left on it. And yeah, it's just an absolutely stunning car. This one's finished in Fuji White gloss. They do actually do a metallic white on this car, but yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, you've got premium LED headlights standard on these cars as well, with a slightly sleeker, aggressive looking design. The LED headlights on the facelift sort of phase 2 cars went up and down the bonnet there, but yeah, obviously quite nice. And yeah, this one, like I said, is finished in Fuji White. It's also got the exterior black design pack. This car's loaded with about £13,000 worth of options. So yeah, you've got the R-Dynamic badge there. You had some different trim levels. You had the R-Dynamic Black, which gave you gloss black tornadoes and quite a lot of spec standard, and then you had a 75 model and a 75 plus, which had a few options on top. But yeah, obviously you've got the gloss black front chin spoiler. You've got the 20-inch Gyrodyne standard on all R-Dynamic models from 2017 onwards. These are one of my favourite alloy wheels. These are like a diamond turned polished sort of aeroplane sort of looking wheel. They're sort of like, yeah, obviously it's in the name, Gyrodyne. It's quite an interesting wheel design. All 5 litres came standard with 380mm front and 376mm discs. They're ventilated as well. These are the high performance or the super performance braking system. These pack quite a punch, and you've got black calipers standard. This one's also got the Pirelli P0 standard. It's done about 8,000 miles, so yeah, all F-Types came standard with high performance Pirelli P0s. You've got this gloss black side vent here as part of the gloss black design pack. So originally, obviously, you had the gloss black exterior pack, the exterior design pack, and this is the combination of both. So it's a slightly more expensive pack, but it gave you the combination of the features. You've got these gloss black extended side sills as well, and yeah, you've also got front mounted bonnet vents. The phase 3 Jaguar had, whether it's rear wheel drive or all wheel drive, they both had front mounted bonnet vents. Historically and originally, the F-Types, the rear-wheel drives had the bonnet vents at the front, and then later, obviously, the all-wheel drives had them at the bottom. The ones at the top suffered a bit of injector corrosion as water seeped in, and the all-wheel drive had to have the bonnet vents moved down the middle or down the bonnet, as the transfer case for the all-wheel drive system, the diff case, is underneath the engine, so the bonnet actually had to be completely redesigned and the engine had to be raised to accommodate for those vents. But yeah, this one's got the privacy glass, the tailgate. You only get the tailgate privacy on the F-Type coupes, and yeah, like I said, the gloss black pack gives you this Venturi sort of louver and diffuser on the back there with these quad baffled exhaust tips in stainless steel. I think these look absolutely brilliant and gorgeous. The earlier 5-litre cars did not have this baffled perforating in the exhaust tip itself. You've also got the gloss black badges. The owner of this car, obviously being one owner, he decided to opt out or remove the P450 all-wheel drive badge on the right. I think it looks a bit cleaner and more understated. It looks a bit too technical when you've got all the badges. You've got the Jaguar Leaper, the F-Type badge, but it does look really good. Like I said, I don't think I would have bought this car if it didn't have the gloss black exterior design pack. You've got reversing camera standard on all 2017 onwards models, and yeah, like I said, this absolutely gorgeous looking Venturi blade. It's just such a sleek looking design, and you've got these sort of facelift brake lights. I did like the old ones, but these ones look even more aggressive, and like I said, premium LED headlights at the front. The very first F-Types came with xenon standard, so yeah. You've got some storage here as well. This one's got the electric tailgate option, which is quite a convenient feature. Not all of them have that. And this nice chrome bezeled leather wrapped grab handle, and you've got a tyre inflation kit. You've got your locking wheel nut, which is actually inside here. If you just remove this cover, it's a bit of a faff to get to, but yeah, it's basically underneath there, your locking wheel nut and the 12-volt battery for the car. Yeah, like I said, it's absolutely stunning, this car. I do love F-Types, and I think they're the best, one of the best value for money cars out there. Obviously this one being £90,000 brand new with options. You've also got the keyless entry standard as well, so you just press this button once, it opens the door handle, tap once, it closes it. So yeah, really nice. You just press that, and you've got gloss black surrounds for the mirrors there, and gloss black window trim surrounds as well. And this one's got a panoramic glass roof option, which can be notably distinguished by a black roof. If an F-Type's got a black roof, it's either going to have a pan roof or an extremely rare carbon roof. You've got R-Dynamic kick plates here as well. Obviously being R-Dynamic, it's not the full R, but this car really is. With the sheer power of it, I wouldn't mistake it for not being an R. It's basically just a detuned version of the R. It is extremely powerful, and the exhaust is really just wonderful. So yeah, obviously on the inside here, you've got the full extended Windsor leather performance seats in jet. These are sort of even more of a facelift seat from the early facelift 2017 onwards cars, with this lozenge stitching on the top half here and these chrome bezeled loopholes. These are facelift seats. The earlier F-Types came with wingback Recaros, which I thought were nice, but these seats do add a little bit more of that aggression to it. And this one's also got the optional 12-way electrically adjustable seats with the memory pack. So yeah, you've got the 12-way seats, which gives you 3-set memory for the driver and passenger, 4-way lumbar, 8-way electric, and 4-way electric tilt and telescopic memory steering column, and electric door mirrors with memory, which you have to pay for, but it comes sort of with the seats. You have to get them if you get the seats, and you have to pay for the mirror on top of it. So very nice, obviously. These are definitely the seats to have. You've got this crappy Alcantara and grained leather standard. Windsor leather is Jaguar's highest quality of leather, exactly what they use in Range Rovers almost. It's almost semi-aniline grade quality, and this is really nice. This is almost Napa grade quality. You've got perforating in the middle, and you've got a full extended leather dashboard, so a full real leather dashboard going all the way across, even to the belt line and down here. And you've got this perforated sort of side panel here, the door panel here, and you've got the 380 watt Meridian surround just sound system standard. The 770 watt was an option, the surround sound obviously, but yeah. And yeah, like I said, this one's got the fixed panoramic sunroof, which doesn't open, but obviously it's got a blind and it does let quite a lot of light in, and from the outside you wouldn't be able to tell. Obviously it's got a sunroof really, but yeah, let's just move inside. Moving inside onto interior, we've also got the optional suede cloth headlining in ebony or jet, which is really nice. It does just enhance the interior and give it that higher grade quality of an interior feel. And along with that, you have to pay £50 for these sun visors as well, which are like Aston Martin Vantage style sun visors. They are absolutely tiny and give you no sort of coverage at all, but because the windscreen's quite sleek, it does somewhat give you decent coverage. But yeah, let's just start it up real quick. I'll put in dynamic mode and open up the exhaust valves, and yeah, it just sounds absolutely wonderful. Get a couple cracks and pops there. You've got electric folding heated auto dimming memory door mirrors, so these are like top-notch mirrors, and like I said, 8-way 12-way electrically adjustable front seats with 8-way electric and 4-way lumbar, and the memory yeah, the memory cell, which is nice, and the electric tilt and telescopic steering wheel, which can be set to auto or manual. So auto is memory mode, and manual just is, yeah, you just do it whenever you want. This one's got the cold climate pack as well, which gives you a heated steering wheel, 2-zone climate control, and a heated front windscreen, which uses Ford's patented quick clear technology, which has actually got heating elements in the glass. And all 2017 onwards models came with a 10-inch In Control Pro navigation, which was a SSD unit drive nav. So obviously SSD microchip, it's very fast processing. The earlier cars suffered with SD card nav, which wasn't exactly the most responsive, and the nav unfortunately couldn't have that much detail in it because the SD card is very limited in its memory. A lot of people complained about that, but this screen is a lot nicer. It's a lot cleaner looking without buttons. You almost wouldn't know the screen's there because it's in this matte film finish, and you've got a screensaver here as well with I've just set it to an R. You can't seem to get a P450 R-Dynamic, you just get an R. So yeah, obviously just some slight differences in the wheels and the badge on the back. But yeah, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which I found very nice to use as well, and you've got a reversing camera, like I said, standard on all trims. This one's got optional, like I said, 12-way heated and cooled front seats. Like I said, the performance seats can only be optioned with the cooling, as they're perforated here. And the seats are about £990 option, and the full extended leather upgrade is about £2,000. So if you want the seats, it costs a full £3,000 option. And to have the memory pack, I think is about £1,500, and the suede cloth headlining's £1,000, and the roof's also £1,000. You've got lane departure warning as well, standard on all later models like this. And you've got matte black finish for the interior features here. And like I said, the 380 watt Merid, which is pretty decent. You've got cruise control, these plastic aluminium paddle shift. And you've also got a full TFT display with your dynamic mode. And if I just put in normal, you can see the different modes, obviously. You've got blue for like ice and snow, white for normal, and then red for dynamic, which is my favourite. It automatically opens the valves at all RPMs and all functions. So if you want the full experience, I would recommend going in dynamic mode, and you will still get wheel skip even in the all-wheel drives. You won't get physical sliding, to be honest, on the car, because the diff locks up and gives torque vectoring, but yeah, you will get some wheel skip. It is pretty yeah, it is a very, I wouldn't mistake the all-wheel drive for being less desirable than the rear. I actually think all-wheel drive is more desirable, and it does have that feeling off a rear-wheel drive, which is just makes it, in my opinion, even better, to be honest. You've got a full map display as well you can configure, and a single dial and a dual dial, as part of all sort of Jaguar and Land Rover cars at the time. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. I've loved this classic style F-Type actuated air conditioning vent system. Some earlier XFs also had these fighter pilot style air con vents, which were activated, which literally revolved around the dash, inside the dash, which is really cool. Like I said, you've got automatic high beam headlights, premium LEDs, and you've got 2 cup holders. You've got SIM cards for like any mobile data connection, 12-watt socket, 2 super speed USB type 2 ports, and a velour lined compartment here. And like I said, you've got light oyster stitching as well. I think you could have had jet or pimento, which is red. And yeah, it's quite conservative and contemporary interior choice. I think the natural tan, and to be honest, the worst one in my opinion is rubbish, the Mars red leather. It's so bright, it just blinds you completely. But yeah, this is absolutely lovely. You've also got this sort of metal bezel glove box opener. Old Jaguars actually used to have a fingerprint thing, so if you had a fingerprint, it wouldn't actually be a fingerprint scanner, but you'd have to have some form of fingerprint on any human's finger for it to actually activate open. But yeah, it says established in 1935 once again. And yeah, like I said, full leather wrapped dashboard, which is just brilliant, and cruise control. So you do have some lovely features still. This one's also got a tracker as well. I might have missed a few options, but I think I named most of the important ones, such as exterior black pack and yeah, the tailgates, and yeah, just absolutely wonderful. At the front here, obviously all F-Types came standard with a front hinged bonnet, which yeah, just opens from the back, which is lovely. Under the bonnet, you've got a 5-litre AJ133 supercharged series V8 of 450 horsepower. This has been detuned from the full fat R. Obviously, the R models are more new, and they do cost more second-hand used, probably a premium of over 10 grand. So yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. The AJ133 is the 5-litre, and the AJ133S is denoted as the supercharged variant, which is quite rare not to have it supercharged, but some earlier Jaguars did come with it unsupercharged. You've got 2 pyrotechnic explosive airbag charges on either side of the bonnet for pedestrian protection. When you hit a car in the front or crumple zone, or hit a pedestrian, these charges will rupture and explode immediately and prop the bonnet up straight away. They will need to be replaced if they do explode, but yeah, quite cool. Got battery terminal as well there, and your negative for ground. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, like I said, 450 brake horsepower, and as soon as the supercharger crunches the air through its vortices, it does give you that thrilling power sensation. To close the bonnet, easiest way is just to go from the middle top here and just slam it down. So yeah, obviously just absolutely wonderful just inside there. It just looks absolutely cold, this car. You've got the black gloss black grille surround as part of the black pack, and the red Jaguar sort of emblem there, and you've got the key as well, which can let you turn on the premium LEDs as well, which look really aggressive now. You've got 4 individual LED beams, and yeah, like I said, just very aggressive. You've also got the F-Type logo embossed and stamped onto the front grille plate here as well, and yeah, you still got the classic style Jaguar key with metal sort of yeah. This thing just opens up. I might have missed a few options, but yeah, I'll probably edit that in. And you've got the key there, and yeah, this car's 1 owner, 8,000 miles, and full Jaguar service history, being done just about a month or 2 ago, so it's very recent, and £13,000 of options, amounting to about £90,000 brand new. So yeah, I don't expect this to last incredibly long. I think the colour, you know, some people might like it, but I personally think this white is a lot nicer than the Eiger grey. They do some colours which just are a bit not too nice, bit Marmite on the F-Types really. But yeah, you have to see it in person to appreciate how lovely this car is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, wow, being back in another F-Type feels lovely. Yeah, obviously this is a test drive, and yeah, this is a P450 4-wheel drive version of the new 5-litre. This is a phase 3 car, so it's the last generation of the F-Type before they stopped continuing them. Sadly, they've stopped making them now, but yeah, you flick down on this little switch, you've got dynamic mode, and then the exhaust valves open, and then you start it up, and it sounds absolutely beautiful despite having a GPF. Sounds absolutely wonderful, and yeah, just an absolutely insane car. You've got these baffled perforated quad tips on the 5 litres as well. On the new like phase 3 car, you've got these baffled holes on the exhaust tips, which look absolutely monstrous. The earlier 5-litre R's did not have that, and now you've basically got the opportunity to own a 5-litre version of the non-R, just the R-Dynamic, which is a lower output. It's got the same AJ133S, which is the supercharged version of the AJ8, and yeah, so 450 brake horsepower, slightly detuned power output, so you know it'll have more longevity and be more reliable in the long run, having less power. And yeah, this engine effectively replaced the 380 brake horsepower 3-litre supercharged, which I thought, in my opinion, is the best sounding V6 ever made. But I was really shocked when I heard this car, despite having a GPF, which most cars do, which kill the exhaust tone. This is absolutely brilliant. You wouldn't even know it's got a GPF. You could probably stick a 2015 plate on this car and not know at all it's got a GPF filter on the exhaust. And yeah, you've got a switchable exhaust again, and yeah, this one's really loaded, £13,000 off of options. I've just bought this one, sort of, you know, I thought white was a bit of a strange colour, but it actually does look really nice with all the black stuff. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it didn't have the black pack and the spoiler. But yeah, obviously this is how it sounds. Sounds absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just an absolute insane exhaust. And you can hear the supercharger, the twin-4 supercharger spool up straight away. But yeah, you've also got Jaguar's version of a ZF8, which is obviously a German gearbox, mainly found in BMWs and stuff. They nicknamed the Jaguar ZF Quick Shift, and I can see why, because it's absolutely lightning bolt quick on the 3 litre and 5 litres. They tuned the gearbox to be really sporty and responsive, and the gear changes are so on demand, you'd honestly think the car's got a dual clutch in it. But yeah, obviously a ZF8 torque converter nicknamed Quick Shift, which yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but you learn something new every day. Just got so much power of a car, you can literally just press your accelerator and it's just got enough torque to keep rolling and rolling. You don't even need to put any more power down. But yeah, it's just absolutely insane to think of, you know, how crazy this car is. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, obviously this is an all-wheel drive car. If you put all the power down at once, you will get tyre skip, which is crazy, even on a four-wheel drive car. It just shows you how powerful these F-Types are when you get the supercharger spooling up. The rear-wheel drive must be really crazy to drive. Obviously this one's Jaguar will give you P0s for free, the Pirellis, so yeah, you sort of do need to get them warmed up before you know, giving it a bit of a spin. But you know, the response, you know, the engine response is just like, it's on demand. You just put your foot down and it kicks down straight away. And if you put the gearbox in the S mode, if you put quick shift in the S mode, it revs down and kicks down. And it just goes so well through corners as well. The brakes are very effortless as well. They're very, you know, they're very smooth and soft, despite, you know, having sporty brakes. They've got 380mm front and rear discs basically, so you've got maximum stopping power. You can literally hear all the cracks and pops. Oh, it's brilliant, honestly. You can hear all the crackles and pops going off in the back there. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. But yeah, obviously this car is just honestly probably one of the best cars we've had in stock for quite a while now. Apart from that Alpha I bought, you've got the 10-inch in-control Pro Nav, which they introduced on the 2018 sort of, yeah, 2017 I think it was, facelift cars. They got the bigger SSD drive nav, so a lot of people are complaining that the in-control apps navigation, which was run on an SD card, was quite laggy. It had buttons on the side here. It was an 8-inch screen. It was quite unresponsive and quite slow and laggy. So they eventually upgraded sort of all. On some Jaguar models it's an option, but these all came standard with a 10-inch in-control Pro Media, which is a 10-inch screen with a SSD hard drive. So yeah, SSD solid state drive, you know, it's all electronical microchips, so it's very faster, very fast. It's a lot faster, a lot more responsive obviously. You've also got a lovely screensaver there, and yeah, just it's absolutely gorgeous, the car. On these new models you've actually got the Jaguar script there, where they were established and yeah, made in Coventry. Don't know why I'm jumbling words up there, but you've got the camera as well and the dynamic modes, which also, you know, allows you to see your G-forces and your engine. And yeah, this one has also got the performance. They're not wingbacks anymore, but Jaguar don't do the wingbacks anymore, but they are like sort of performance, almost Recaro seats, which have to be cooled on this particular car. You can't get, yeah, if you want the heated 12-way seats, they have to be cooled, as you've got the memory buttons here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.